We live in an age where the boundaries between man and machine blur with each passing moment. This is the digital world, a realm not of flesh and stone, but of code, data, and relentless connectivity. It began innocently enough. A click, a beep, a glowing screen. The internet was a tool, a helper, a marvel of human invention. We marveled at the speed of email, the vastness of search engines, the novelty of virtual chat rooms. It made life easier, faster. But slowly, quietly, the digital world grew teeth. Today, we live in a world where algorithms know us better than we know ourselves. They predict what we want before we do. They shape our choices, our tastes, even our opinions. Our attention has become a commodity, auctioned off in real time to advertisers and data brokers. The cost? Our time, our focus, sometimes our very sense of reality. This digital world is always on, always listening, watching, recording. Every like, every scroll, every search etched into an eternal ledger, a mirror with a memory. And mirrors can be deceiving. They show us what we want to see, not always what we need to. We are more connected than ever, and more alone. We speak in emojis, we swipe instead of speak. We build digital friendships while real-world relationships fracture. We post curated versions of ourselves, smiling into the void, hoping for hearts and likes to fill the spaces where conversation and connection once lived. Even our children are born into this maze. Their first footsteps are often online. Their milestones, their mistakes, captured, stored, and monetized. Their identities shaped by the machine before they can even speak. Yes, the digital world brings wonders. A heart can be monitored from across an ocean. A voice can spark a movement. Knowledge flows like never before. But progress is not peace. A faster world is not always a better one. And convenience, unchecked, becomes control. In the digital world, privacy is dead. And in its place stands surveillance, benevolent on the surface but increasingly unaccountable. Your face unlocks your phone. Your voice activates your home. But who else is listening? Who else is watching? The danger is not just in what we share, it's in what we become. As we bend to our devices, do we still remember how to be human? To be bored? To be still? To be present? Or have we outsourced even our solitude to screens? So I ask you, not as users but as citizens, who owns your data? Who controls your attention? And what are you trading away for comfort? The digital world is not coming. It is here. It is in our homes, our jobs, our hearts. It reflects our brilliance and our blindness. It can be a tool or a trap, a bridge or a cage. The choice is not whether we enter this world. We already have. The choice is whether we walk through it with our eyes open or let it swallow us with a glowing smile. Tools. When was the last time you went an entire day without looking at a screen? No phones, no laptops, no TVs. For most of us, the answer might be never. In a world so deeply plugged into the internet and technology, the idea of switching off seems almost impossible, if not terrifying. But that, my friends, is exactly why we need a digital detox. What is digital detox? A digital detox is a period during which a person refrains from using digital devices, such as smartphones, computers, and social media platforms. The aim? To reduce stress, improve focus, and reconnect with the real world, the one not found behind a screen. We often believe that being constantly connected makes us more productive, more informed, and more social. But ironically, the opposite is happening. We're losing touch with the present moment. We're forgetting how to have face-to-face conversations. We're scrolling through curated highlight reels of other people's lives while neglecting our own reality. The problem? Let's talk facts. On average, people spend more than 7 hours a day on screens. Teenagers and young adults spend even more, up to 9 or 10 hours. And it's not just about wasted time. Excessive digital use has been linked to sleep disturbances, increased anxiety and depression, reduced attention span, lower productivity, weakened personal relationships. Have you ever found yourself feeling more tired after a day spent sitting and scrolling? That's not just in your head. The constant barrage of information overstimulates our brains, leaving us drained and distracted. Why digital detox matters: we detox our bodies from unhealthy food. We cleanse our homes of clutter, so why not our minds? A digital detox is about creating space. Space for creativity, space for clarity, space for human connection. When we disconnect from our devices, we reconnect with ourselves, nature, our passions. The people around us, we become more present, more mindful, and most importantly, more human. How to start a digital detox now, I understand. Giving up your phone entirely might seem unrealistic, and maybe it is, especially if your job or studies depend on it. But detoxing doesn't mean deleting all apps or disappearing from the grid. It means creating boundaries. Here are a few small steps you can take. No phones during meals. Make mealtime sacred again. Screen-free hour before bed. Let your brain wind down. App limits. Use tools like screen time trackers. Tech-free zones. Keep your bedroom or study desk digital-free. Go analog. Read a physical book. Write in a notebook. Go for a walk. These tiny changes can lead to huge transformations, the real challenge. But let's be honest, detoxing digitally is hard. Why? Because screens are designed to be addictive. Social media gives us dopamine hits. Notifications make us feel wanted. It's not just about willpower, it's about awareness. We must consciously choose to take back control. Dopamine is a chemical in your brain. It's often called the feel-good neurotransmitter, but that's a shallow description. Dopamine doesn't just make you feel good, it drives your cravings, your desires, and your compulsions. It's the voice that whispers, just one more scroll. And modern technology? It's engineered, scientifically designed to hijack your dopamine system. Every time you get a like, a notification, or a new message, your brain gives you a tiny reward, a little burst of dopamine. It feels satisfying. It feels harmless. But that's exactly the danger. It's not just entertainment anymore. It's neurochemical manipulation, designed addiction. Let's not sugarcoat it. Big tech companies have armies of behavioral psychologists and data scientists working to figure out what keeps your eyes glued to the screen. They design interfaces, algorithms, and sounds to create a loop of anticipation and reward. Scroll, like, comment, ping, ding, dopamine. You're not choosing to stay on your phone. You're being pulled, hooked, by a reward system that mimics that of gambling or even hard drugs. The same brain circuitry lights up. It's the slot machine in your pocket, and it's open 24/7, the toll it takes. But here's the dark twist. When your brain is bombarded by constant dopamine hits, it builds tolerance. That means real life starts to feel boring. Small joys no longer satisfy. You become restless, anxious, and numb without your screen. What used to bring happiness, nature, hobbies, conversation, begins to pale in comparison to the instant, flashy rewards of the digital world. You end up trapped in a cycle where you're not using your phone because it brings you joy. You're using it because you feel empty without it. A silent epidemic. We don't talk about this enough. This isn't just about bad habits. This is a mental health crisis quietly unfolding behind closed doors. Children are growing up addicted to feedback loops. Adults are trading presence for distraction. Relationships are rotting under the glow of blue light. And the worst part? Most of us don't even realize it. Understanding dopamine in the digital age means realizing this. Your attention is being stolen, chemically manipulated. Every minute you spend mindlessly scrolling is a minute you're not spending living. This isn't about going off-grid or becoming anti-tech. It's about reclaiming your autonomy. Because if you don't control your dopamine, someone else will.